Oh, hello there. Thank you for clicking on this video. We sure do hope you enjoy. Hey Theodore, you have anything else to say?
Hey, this is Levi with Rustic Teardrops, and today we want to go over with you changing of your tires, just in case you ever have that situation where you need to change out your tire. The process I'm showing you is how to get the wheel off of the ground without having to use an external jack. This is using the jacking system that's already on the camper. And the two tools that you are going to need are simply a 4-way with a 3/4 socket and your jack crank that comes with your camper. Basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, of course, break loose those lugs, making sure that they're nice and loose. The next step you're going to do is to make sure that your tongue is completely down in the front. This is going to help you here in a little bit to be able to make sure that you get that wheel off of the ground. For your third step, you are actually going to then crank up your back jack as much as you can, and you're going to make sure that you can get it as high as you can, cranking it all the way up. The next step that you're going to do is to crank up the front to make sure that it is up as high as you can. You're going to get that wheel off of the ground, make sure that it's free spinning. Now, if you are on soft ground, you're going to want to put some sort of a board underneath both your front and your back jacks, and to make sure that it doesn't sink up into the dirt or the mud. Alright, so now that we've gotten this thing jacked off the ground, you can see the tire spinning. I'm going to take these bolts out, these lugs out, and we're going to pull this tire off. Make sure you kind of have something to hold that wheel to keep it from spinning. The tire is free. And for the sake of this video, we're just going to stick the tire back on, considering it's not flat. And you'll see this little cap here. It may fall out, and just put it back in from the back side. That covers your grease fitting, which we will be showing you in a future video on how to grease those. And just put this in there. Once you bring this down onto the ground, you want to tighten these up in a star pattern, and I'm going to show you that real fast using the 4-way. I'm going to be doing this, tightening them up good and snug. I would advise you to, as soon as possible, to tighten these things up with a torque wrench, which we will actually be showing how to do in the next video. So now let's snug these up. Alright, so when you're actually snugging these up to get them really good and tight, you're going to want to just put your 4-way on there. Make sure you have it where it is kind of slanted towards you. Put your hand on the tire, give you a little bit of a brace-off point. You're going to grab one side of the 4-way, put your foot on the other side, give it a nice good snug tighten up. Alright, well that's it. That's how you properly change out a tire. on a Rustic Trail Teardrop. And we thank you for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for the next video on where we show you how to torque them to make sure you have the optimal performance of the trailer. And as always, we thank you, and we hope you continue to follow the trail, and we'll see you next time.